Media can be called the fourth branch of government. There's evidence that the media has a lot of influence on the public.
The mass media is now the primary means of communicating a message to the mass public.
There are many different ways that the media communicates a message to the public.
Some forms of this communication are newspaper, radio, television, and the internet. The way that we'll be talking about today is through television. Television is the most effective form of this kind of communication.
This is because most people in the United States watch TV on a daily basis.
The average American watches 4.5 hours of TV per day, and most homes have more than 2 sets of TVs in them.
Most voters rely on TV advertisements to learn more about candidates instead of just news coverage.
Because of this, political campaigns focus more on the candidate's image rather than the substance behind the campaign.
This is a disadvantage to those who don't have enough money to put into campaign ads that are of good quality or occur that often. This is a disadvantage to these candidates who don't have these resources because the candidates who do have good resources and have a good supply of campaign money are able to influence the public's opinion on all of the candidates so they themselves are viewed in a more positive way in the public's eye so that they can get a higher amount of votes for themselves.
It isn't fair to those candidates who don't have as much money because they don't have the ability to let the viewers know the whole truth about an issue or themselves.
They don't have as much say as those who have the resources to pay for more campaign ads. They don't get to voice their opinion. The public can't get the whole picture if both sides of an issue don't have an equal amount of say through the mass media. They can be easily persuaded by one side of an issue, and that issue becomes more one-sided, and the voting public can only vote for what they know to be right and not on what is actually true about a matter.
Political groups or individuals were able to get around certain regulations on campaign ads, and this is known as issue advocacy. So they were able to spend as much money as they needed or had to put out these campaign ads. And the money that they have for ad campaigns is unlimited and undisclosed, meaning that they didn't have to say where they were getting their money from.
It is able to be undisclosed because they are not specifically saying to vote for or against someone or something.
So what these political groups are doing with issue advocacy isn't illegal. So from a political view, what they are doing isn't wrong. They are following every regulation that the government has put in place for issue advocacy. So some people think that what they're doing is moral, some think it's not moral. Personally, I think that they're just being smart. They're using a strategy that works for them. And I can't be the one to say that they shouldn't be smart or shouldn't use a strategy that works for them.
The question we need to ask is, why are they doing these things? Why can a person influence the public to vote for them instead of against them? Whenever a TV ad is shown, it is used to persuade the public opinion in favor of the people paying for the advertisement. They distract from the real issue and the information that the public needs to know, and changes their viewpoint by only letting them know what they want them to know.
So what we see on TV, we shouldn't always trust, especially when it comes to campaigns, whether that campaign be a local issue or a presidential campaign. We should get more information about both sides of an issue or all the candidates that are running for that position, whether it be local, state, or federal. Mass media is designed to influence our ideas and opinions about a candidate or an issue.